So I am positive that I am all alone in this, but if you have ever wondered what it would look like if a Phanteks NV5 got together with a Lee & O11 Vision case and had a baby, what would that case look like? Well, we don't need to worry about that because Aquinos has our back with the Aqua 9 and the Aqua 93. We should be like officially sponsored by Aquinos. We do so many collaborations with them. So this one right here is the Aqua 9. We've built in the Aqua 3, the Aqua 5, the Aqua 7, so it only makes sense that we take a look at the Aqua 9. Now this one very much resembles the Phanteks NV5 that is extremely popular. We even used the NV5 in the first Build Up Challenge giveaway PC, and I really like that case, but it resembles it in the fact that it's got this bottom section here with a little ARGB strip. It's got one reversed fan down here at the bottom to help bring in fresh air, 3 reversed fans right here to help bring in more fresh air, and you have one single exhaust fan, but you do have the ability to put a 240, 360 millimeter AIO up top here, or just some exhaust fans for a little extra air movement. And this case right here also looks a lot like the Phanteks NV5, but it has a glass top here, just like the O11 Vision cases. Get out of my way, you're all up in my business. Now, other than the glass top here, it is pretty much exactly the same as the Aqua 9, but the only other difference is that you don't get 3 included reversed fans here. You only get the 1 reversed fan down here in the bottom for intake and the 1 exhaust fan here. Both of these cases support BTF motherboards, and they both have the exact same I/O down here at the bottom. You get your power button, a reset switch, or it may be a LED changing switch, an audio port, 2 USB 3s, and a USB-C. Now, when Aquinos reached out to me, they wanted to send me the Aqua 93. I asked them if they could also send me the Aqua 9 because I wanted to show you guys both variations of this case. And the reason that I wanted to do that is because I've had my reservations on these glass top cases for a little while now, because I am the kind of person who likes to have his, AIO or radiators mounted up top, and you can't do that with these cases, obviously, because it is glass. Now, because of the glass, it does make it so that you are limited on exhaust fans because you only have the 1 exhaust fan here. The way that they want you to set this up is they want intakes for these 3 fans. They want the bottom fan here to be an intake because this is a reversed fan, and they want 1 exhaust for all of that. And I worry that there is not going to be enough, exhausting of the hot air in this case. Now, one thing that is kind of saving grace here is the fact that they have like this whole perforation here. So it's all perforated here, it's all perforated here to kind of help move more air out of this case. Now, what I would have really enjoyed to see is maybe the ability to put a 140 millimeter fan in the back, or have enough spacing to fit 2 120s in the back to help remove more of that hot air. But once we put a PC in here, we will be able to see if it's doing a good job moving hot air out of this case. Now, for all of these speculated issues that we may come across when we build inside of this case right here, you will absolutely not find those same issues with the Aqua 9 because it is essentially a Phanteks NV5. It looks identical. The only difference is the Phanteks NV5 comes in at $110 with this many fans, and the Aqua 9 comes with 5 included fans. 4 of them are reversed fans and 1 exhaust fan. And what's even funnier is the Aqua 93 is actually cheaper, coming in at $89.99. So you get the culmination of 2 different designs that are extremely popular into one case, and you get it at a cheaper price. It's hard to beat that, especially with prices on pretty much everything hardware related going through the roof. It makes sense that you might want to save a little bit of money. And here's the one thing that I really truly love about some of these newer cases is that you can actually unscrew the back here where you plug in your motherboard, and you can rotate it so that you can run a vertical GPU in here, because I know that a lot of people really love a vertical GPU, myself included. Now, just like with every case review that we do on the channel, we're gonna build a PC in that case, because you don't know if you really like a PC case until you have built a PC in one. I mean, it makes absolute sense that you guys, if this was a case that you were looking into, would want to see what a PC looks like inside of it, and you'd like to know what the building experience was like and if there's any pros and cons in it. So we're gonna pick one of these 2 cases to build a PC in, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna do the 93 because the 93 is the more unique out of the two. The only issue that I do have is this doesn't come with reversed fans in the back here, so I'm going to take the reversed fans from this case and use them inside of this build. Now the build that I have planned for this case is gonna look extremely good, so we need to get started because I don't have all day to get this done. We gotta get going. Like, time is of the essence. Let's get this done. It's like a 100% chance that somebody starts making a ton of noise in my house the second I start trying to talk. It could be dead silent the entire time I'm just tweaking things, but the second I want to say something to you guys, somebody in this house starts screaming or slamming dishes around. Happens every time. Did anybody see this coming? Because I sure didn't. This thing is absolutely stunning. I like this way more than I thought that I was going to. I really didn't like the idea of it being glass up top, but now that the entire system is put together, I gotta say, this thing is looking really nice. Now, if some of you guys noticed that there was like a different set of hands putting this system together, that would be my father-in-law. He was at the house and I figured I'd let him put the system together since he is a huge fan of PC hardware, but hasn't put together a system in a very long time. I figured I'd let him go ahead and put this thing together. So hopefully you guys think he did a good job. It was nice for me because I just got to sit back and watch him put this system together and I just got to tell him what to do. I got to be bossy. It's been a long time since I've managed anybody. So let's get down to business. Now, I know that I said in the beginning that I was skeptical on if this one exhaust fan would be able to keep up with this system. And while I wasn't particularly too happy with the thermals from this system, they weren't terrible. Max CPU temperature was 70 degrees Celsius, which it is a 12700 KF. They do run pretty hot, but 70 degrees Celsius with a 360 millimeter AIO is absolutely fine. But because we are bringing hot air inside of the system, I do feel like that helped the GPU temperatures go a little hotter than I would have liked. 76 degrees Celsius on the GPU, not terrible, well within this system's operating limits, but I would have liked to see a little bit cooler GPU temperatures. Now, I did set the bottom intake fan here to, ramp up alongside of the GPU. So if this was a case that you were deciding on maybe picking up, I would definitely do the same. Just make sure that that intake fan kind of ramps up as the GPU gets hot, since that is your only real source of cool air coming into the system. Now, just like with most inexpensive cases, you don't really get any grommeting for these openings here to route your cables. And I really love the grommeting because it helps hide a lot of those cables. It is a lot more difficult to make it so that you don't see that cabling when you don't have that grommeting. Now, because cases are beginning to get cheaper and cheaper, because this case, for this to only be $90 is unbelievable in my eyes. Just where we've come in case pricing is phenomenal. Nice. We can just keep that whole trend going. But if the trend keeps going where cases become more inexpensive, I'd love to see a $90 case that does have grommeting there, because I think it's just such a nice feature to add into a case. Just a premium feel. Oh, and before we continue, could you please just go ahead and check down below to make sure that you subscribe to the channel and that you've liked this video, because it does a lot of good in helping my little channel move a little bit further along. Now, before we even started the process of putting this system together, I had not removed the back panel, so I had no idea that you also get a fan hub and ARGB hub included in the back of this case. Now, you are going to need to use that fan hub and ARGB hub because they don't split. You can't daisy chain the fans together to group them together. You have to use the included fan hub. Now, I'm not a huge fan of that type of hub system, only because I couldn't find any software to run that hub so I could control each fan individually, and I like to be able to control each fan individually. So if you are somebody who likes to group fans together so that you can control each one, maybe you would look at maybe some different fans, or maybe a couple fans plugged into the header, kind of like I did, and I left the bottom intake fan here in its own header so that I could control that specific intake fan. Just something to know if you were looking into this case. So I know that in the montage, we did something new for this video. We did a thermal testing. That's a brand new item that I got. I kind of wanted to include that in the build so that you could see just where the hot points are inside of the system, just kind of how hot it actually is getting. Now, the temperature reader was in Fahrenheit. If you guys would rather it be in Celsius, I have no problem doing that. I'm going to be adding that into case reviews from now on, just so that you guys can see exactly where the heat is. And on top of that, I also do the sound level reading now. I want you guys to know how loud these systems are, because I'm gonna keep like a log on, which cases are quietest, I'm just kind of jot down that information. Just good information to know so that I can compare it to other builds whenever we, test a different case, just so you can see how loud it is. Just more information that you can know, the better. Now, as far as cable management goes, for our Aqua 93, it is very simple to work in the back of this PC case. All around, this is a very simple case to work in. Now, in the back, you do have a little bit of channeling and some tie downs to make sure that you can keep everything grouped up. It's It's very easy to cable management or not cable manage. You can just start shoving things back there and you'd be able to slap this back panel on, no problem at all. Now, would I recommend an Aqua 93? You bet your sweet Asper cream I do. This case is absolutely fantastic. I mean, to think that $90 gets you this type of case in this day and age, I mean, I'm so happy where we're headed in cases, because 3 years ago, $90 for a PC case, you still got a really shitty case. And now you're getting really a premier feel of a case for 90 bucks. I'm floored. Now, I tested some games on our system here because I test games on every system that we build on this channel. I can't help myself. That's what we do here. And just because the CPU and GPU temperatures hit 70 degrees and 76 degrees, that's not realistic. That's under 100% load. In gameplay, you're not gonna see those temperatures. So in gameplay, after about an hour of playing, our CPU max temperature was only 62 degrees. And for our max GPU temperature, after a few hours of gameplay, we only ever hit 65 degrees Celsius. So you're seeing pretty decent temperatures after, a realistic gameplay session on this system. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So for Aquinos' lineup, we have built in the Aqua 3, the Aqua 5, the Aqua 7. We haven't built in the Aqua 9, but they sent me one and I for sure am gonna be building in the Aqua 9. We've built in the Aqua 93, we've built in the Cypress 5, and we've built in the Cypress 7. At this point, Aquinos should just sponsor the whole channel. Now, they don't need to do that, but as long as they continue to send me cases like this to show to you guys, then I'm gonna be a happy camper, because you guys deserve to see computers built in these things. Now, I did wanna say that if you had a little bit of fun with me, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. It does a lot of good for my channel. And I did wanna say that no matter where you are in the world, I hope that you are having the most fantastic day. And I'm gonna see you right here for the next video.